heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, quite a number of things have happened. We had Deku and the girls. Now, Deku and the girls got revenge, and a lot has happened for them. Now, in the last part, Deku and the girls, they murdered the members of the committee. And they made sure it was brutal, it was bloody, it was painful, and they were aware they could be brought back from the dead by Deku using Overhaul. Now, Deku, yeah, he would heal their bodies and the torture would just start all over again. They broke many members of the committee's minds, and the Madam President, she was at a hysterical fit towards the end of her life. And then she burned to death in a fire. Now, Deku and the girls, they took down the committee. And right now with the information they got from them, the heads, they plan to do a lot more. Now, right now Deku and the girls spend time dismantling the committee's operations. And whenever the pros, they saw the public information Deku uploaded to the internet, they had no way of disputing anything Deku said. Information, files, mass graves, operational records, everything you can think of. They had it. They are, well, few in number, but list goes on and on and on. Private servers are full of this stuff. And that is what a lot of people, they discover. The committee is being dismantled, and that would take a little bit of time for Deku. Now, we do actually currently have, let's say, 5 months later? No, 6. That sounds good. Now, 6 months would pass, and the committee, after their operations get more and more fucked, the heroes, they do see quite a lot happen. Now, right now the Meta Liberation Army, they try to step up. And there was an idea posed about creating a new hero committee. Somebody to regulate the rule of law that heroes follow. And many people, they were not happy with that. Fact is, without an official committee, every pro hero is a vigilante. That is how they're being classified. Their operations are not illegal or, legal, technically. Without somebody recording information, who knows what's going on? And that currently causes a problem. Principal Nezu of UA, him and All Might tried to step in. And whenever they did, a lot of people looked at All Might. All Might is a symbol of peace. Him being involved here does sound good. However, with UA's reputation currently, a lot of people have things up in the air. Hero schools have stopped operation at the moment because they deem things too dangerous. And right now, many people are curious about what to do. Many people are worried about what to do. Many people, they're planning things out and just trying to go through the records and the remnants, whatever they can find. It's gonna be difficult, but with all the corrupt heroes they've been finding popping up all of a sudden, it's hard. At least that's how things are from their point of view. However, from Deku's point of view, society, they finally somewhat stepped into the light. They took off those rose-colored glasses and saw the red flags. Now, that is something that Deku, he does enjoy. And right now him and the girls are all sitting down and talking. As Deku, he actually does ask, if the two are enjoying dinner. And right now, the two do actually comment that they are. Now, Deku does currently sit there, and right now he is picking at his food as he currently is chewing. And after the dinner is done, they actually are asked if they would like dessert. To which Deku he would go to agree, as right now the girls, they do actually look at Deku. And Deku he does something going to turn, bring his hand up onto the table, before he actually has his palm open. Now, Deku actually does immediately go to close it, before he actually does then go to bring his hand down and pull something out from under the table. Now, the girls are confused by what Deku does. However, Deku, whenever he does go to pull two small boxes out, he does tell the two about what he does want to say. Now, the girls look at the flat boxes, and Deku does set both of them down, telling them that he's sorry that they all missed Christmas together. Now, the two do look down and open the boxes, and they actually were caught off guard. Deku, he got them bracelets and he got them necklaces, and the girls, they're actually quite happy. Now, Deku does talk about it, how all the time they've spent working has distracted them from a lot of things. They did miss quite a bit. And right now, he's thinking about what they should do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's been difficult. I mean, everything going on, the committee, all this, all that, I just don't know. So what's up? Well, vigilantes are on the rise. I know that much. I know currently that a lot of people are worried. There is speculation with Nezu and Yue, their reputation being tainted, and them being involved in the Hero Committee. However, there also was the fact that right now, compared to the former committee, Nezu looks like an angel. An angel? Nezu? Yeah. That guy's a little psycho. Sadist, maybe, but psycho's accurate. Anyways, listen. I'd say we just kick back and relax for a minute. Actually enjoy some time off. We take days, but how about we actually just spend time? I mean, it sounds good, right? Now, the two do stare at Deku, and they actually are somewhat happy. And the two, they do agree. As whenever dessert is served, the three do actually enjoy it. And their celebration, it does end with the night. Now, whenever they do leave, the night, it is still a little young. However, the three head back to the hotel, and they actually do spend time together. Them all watching movies and actually talking a bit more. As right now, Eri, she was put to bed by the babysitter. Now, after that's all said and done, there actually is the next morning, where Deku, he does wake up in bed, and right now he actually does go do something look around. His senses telling him that Ochako isn't on his left. However, Mizuki, she still is laying in bed on his right. And Deku actually does going to turn and bring his hand up. Him actually going to grab onto Mizuki and pull her in a bit closer. And Mizuki, she actually goes to shift around in her sleep, and Deku does hear it. However, Deku would just still lay there. The committee's dead, and things are better. But that's still the hard part to understand. The hard part to actually realize and commit to. So, now he's thinking about it. Everything with All Might. It's been half of a year. Huh. Now, they're going to try to focus. Half a year without All Might. And the number one, he's already had things go a bit sideways. But is that his fault? It's those damn villains. Relax. No villains. Not now. Let me what Deku just think. And right now, Deku, he actually does smell something, as he does get someone turn and get a Doki sit up. Him actually going to get out of bed. As whenever he does so, he does go to someone turn. Him using telekinesis to grab his shirt. As whenever he does walk out and put on the shirt, he does walk into the kitchen. As currently Ochako, she is making some breakfast, and she does actually something to turn. Hey. Hey. Yeah. What's up? Deku's sitting down and going to actually turn on the television. Not much. Not much. So, we're just gonna relax for a minute? That was the plan. Maybe go out later, but I'm not sure. I know Eri wanted to practice more with her quirk again, so maybe you need to get more bugs? I don't know. She likes to release the butterflies. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, what are we gonna do actually? Her actually going to start to turn down the heat on the stove before walking over and sitting down. And Deku is actually going to turn and look at her. She still is dressed in her pajamas. I don't know. But we're done here. Are we? I don't know, okay? We spent so long trying to deal with the committee. And now that we still have their programming in our head. Be here, take over. Whenever All Might retires, we just go. I mean, crime's gotten worse. Where it was at 8%, right? Right now it's currently up past 15, 16. I think it was at 22 the last time I saw it. Exactly. It's getting worse. Heroes are working overtime and Endeavor. Yeah. He's not doing too good. I don't know. But what about just leaving? Yeah. I mean, leaving Japan? Letting things cool down for a minute? I don't know. Let's just take a break. We can talk about that more with Mizuki and Eri, but I don't know where we'd even go. Maybe somewhere safer. Somewhere people couldn't find us. Yeah, maybe you're right. Then again, Ochako, what about All for One? You're still talking about him. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I know I'm not obsessed, but All Might failed to take him out once. And I can't allow that. I get it, I get it. So, what do you want to do? Take him down? Kill him? Steal his quirk and end his life? I see. And is that really your main plan? It's the only plan I got right now. Ha. It sounds good, but how will that power affect you? I don't know. I mean, All Might's power. What was it called again? I think All for One called it One for All? Right. I know how that power affected my body. And right now I know that my body, it has a physical limit. But with All for One, I don't think I would. Really? Yeah. My powers will be good. And I can actually give you guys powers. You're serious? Yeah. All for One, his power is good. He can take quirks from people, leave them harmless in society. But people, they saw him as a villain. And right now, I'm looking at a few things. People may not agree with it, but taking quirks from a villain is a good idea. But, I mean, Izuku, you know how crazy that does sound. I get it. But that's just it. I'm talking about dangerous villains. People who they have crappy quirks and they do low crime offenses. Not those type of guys. Big guys. People who try to rob banks, people who try to hurt people, kill, murder, steal. I mean, what's going on out there in the cities? We're safer here, yeah. But out there, that's where things are dangerous. Besides, how do we know the committee will ever be gone? We don't. I know. No. Ochako actually isn't going to stand up. Her actually sitting down on Deku's lap and telling him, bring her hand up and onto his shoulder. That she gets it. He's worried. He has a lot of things going through his head. And he's trying not to contradict himself. But the committee, they can't harm them anymore. They're dead. They have the evidence. Now, Ochako actually is going to directly kiss Deku. And Deku and Ochako, they do sit there for a minute. And Deku, he actually does enjoy this for a second. A small ounce of peace. These little moments, they're nice. And right now Deku does go directly bring his hands up and wrap his arms around Ochako. The two still kissing. And right now Ochako, she does smell something. Her actually directly going to grab onto Deku's shoulders and go to someone jump up. Her talking about how it might be burning. Her running back into the kitchen. Now, Ochako actually does save it. However, Deku, he does laugh whenever she was running back inside, panicking a bit. Now, after that does happen, Deku actually does turn on the TV and try to figure things out. As right now, Deku, after turning on the news, he actually does listen, as he does get to stand up and go through the process of making some coffee. Now, Ochako currently is making a few other things. And right now, Deku, he does currently put the coffee grounds in the coffee maker before pressing start. And right now, he actually does hear the TV. And so far, there have been no words on anything, considering the newly established Hero Committee. Now, as many people are aware, Public Safety Committee, the earlier or previous incarnation of it, many were horrified to find out the truth. The committee, they used young people such as Izuku Midoriya, Ochako Uraraka, and Mizuki Shinso as test subjects. They used these young and underdeveloped people, or their young minds, and turned them into hardened killers. Now, there is currently no news on where these people might be. However, what they have done is expose the corruption of the committee. And, well, their actions seem to be, if I do have to say it in my own professional opinion, well, influenced on the idea. Now, they're just going to turn, looking at the TV. As the person on TV, they do continue, expressing how he believes that they are trying to take these people down for a multitude of reasons. Be it a personal vendetta, as well as the fact that they themselves might think that the committee, they will harm these people just like they did themselves. Because there actually are certain pros who have spoken to the man, and even Mandalay, a telepath, went into his mind and has discovered a brief amount of disturbing things. Now, whenever people talked to Mandalay, she expressed a few of the things that she saw inside of Deku's mind. It was bad. The man was subjected to training, quote unquote, whenever the best way to describe it really was torture. The best way to describe it was a schedule of nothing but violence and murder. All they ever did to that boy was hurt him. And from what she does understand, with his family being murdered by them, it would be enough to drive anybody to a breaking point. And, well, the other two involved that she doesn't know of, she does not have any information on them. But it is safe to assume the other two were subjected to the same type of horror. The committee, they are better left buried. And right now, that is how her opinion as a pro is. Now, the person we could ask, she claims that she has met Izuku Midoriya and that she was in his mind. But how would she have met him? And if she was in his mind, then is there anything else that she can see? Whereabouts, anything like that? And she would go to someone to say, no. Fact of the matter is, she looked into his mind, and then she was temporarily driven into a docile state. And right now, fact of the matter is, she is not going to answer any more questions. Now, Deku does currently hear that. And right now, he actually is going to turn and pour a cup of coffee. As Mizuki, she's come walking out. Her actually somewhat scratching at her head, and going to start to talk about how he made coffee. Now, Deku immediately does turn, and go to float a cup over to her. Her grabbing it, and starting to properly make the cup. Now, Deku, he does make his own coffee. And whenever Eri does wake up, the four do enjoy breakfast, as Deku did change the channel. Now, after that does actually happen, Deku and the other two start to talk about possibly what to do today. And whenever Deku actually does turn to Eri, he does ask her what she wanted to do. And Eri actually is going to turn and talk, expressing how she actually wanted to try and train her quirk more. Really? Yeah. And maybe even if we can go out somewhere to this pet store, maybe to the zoo? I don't know. It's just an idea. Now, they could just tell Eri, as he actually is going to bring his fork down, that might be fine. They can look and see what's going on. If they can, maybe they can. But he won't make promises. But he does promise to try. Now, Eri should smile at Deku. And right now, Deku, after he does finish breakfast, he does try to look into a few things. And right now, as Deku is doing this, there is something else happening. Right now, there are things happening Deku hasn't realized that are very, very bad. Right now, the things with Shigaraki have been going very, very similar to canon. If not, they've only been slightly delayed. Now, Shigaraki wanted to bring down the heroes, bring down Hero Society, and somebody else did that. However, what they want to do is take control of Hero Society, subjugate them, and let the pros know that their whole logic, their entire ideals and reason is flawed. Heroes, they have created a false society. Good people, they would leave things like what happened to him to heroes. Heroes would rather watch a crying... Civilians would rather watch a child cry than comfort them. If a child is hurt or injured, people would leave it to heroes, because they fear exactly what they would be getting involved in. Their reaction wouldn't be to save or to protect. It would be to leave it to somebody else. Now, Shigaraki, he's annoyed. However, right now, there is the fact that his power, he is becoming more dangerous. And right now, the Meta Liberation Army, they are doing a lot. They have to chat. Now, while that's happening over with the villains and the Meta Liberation Army, there actually is a few things happening over with UA students. Or should I say, former UA students. Now, last night, while Deku was having dinner, there was somebody running through an alleyway. And right now, they were running because they were trying to get away from something. And they were actually concerned. They were worried. Worried about getting away. Worried about staying alive. And right now, whatever the hell is after them, it doesn't seem right. As we do actually where someone has smashed into an alleyway, the person immediately going to directly turn and try and run, as right now they don't know what to do. Them turning and firing as they do hear the bullets ricochet. Now, as that actually has happened, we do actually have where somebody else has come through the alleyway. Them blasting in and smashing directly into the villain. Them smashing the villain directly into the wall as Bucko does bring his hand backwards, telling them to stop it. Now, the man actually has tried to bring his hand up. Him trying to punch Bucko across the face as Bucko immediately grabs onto the man by his neck. Him grabbing his hand and smashing against the wall with an explosion. And the man actually doesn't want to scream out, feeling his arm be burned. And right now Kirishima does step forwards, telling him that they need to turn him in. Right now things are good. I know. Bucko actually someone turning and smashing the villain against the wall, before tossing him to the ground and trying to make sure the guy is knocked out. And Bucko, he does somewhat turn to Kirishima, telling him how they handle things here, but they need to actually turn him into the police. Yeah, I know. Are you two done? Momo actually stepping out and informing them. The guy ran a bit too far. He ran down the wrong place. Now, Momo actually starts to create something, as the villain is handcuffed to a lamppost. And right now, Momo just stand there talking to the two. Okay, so what now? Don't order me around, Momo. I'm not trying to order you around. It's simple. What do we do? Any more leads? Any more information? I mean, it's getting worse. I know. I don't. Just give me a second. Are you alright? I'm fine. Just give me a second. Baku, bro, calm down. Kirishima, shut up. Now, Baku to try to think. As right now, he does have an idea. And the three, they would run off, as right now they do need to talk and regroup. Right now, their little group of vigilantes, they need to work together. They need to find out more information. More information about the League of Villains. And more than likely, ways to stop them. Hero Society is crumbling. And right now, pros, they desperately need to step up. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.